Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Jiunn Liu from the Box Press Studio, John McTavish from the Patina Studio, and Seth Guys. How you guys doing?
Wake and bake.
Welcome back, Seth.
It's good to be back, guys.
We
Yeah,
got the
nice
band
shirt.
back together,
Yeah,
and
Yes, a
the
Poo-Tang
band is back
shirt.
together. Got a
Wu-Tang is
little
for the
Wu-Tang
children.
Wake and
Protect
Bake,
your neck.
man.
Yeah, Poo-Tang.
Protect your neck.
Poo-Tang is for the children too, man.
That's right.
Poo-Tang.
I have no censor, man. By the time
Sure,
people
that's
realize
true.
this and watch this, maybe they'll figure out what the hell's going on in my life. They'll be like, Jesus, how's this guy rocking and rolling? Here I am,
Here he
fucking
is.
patinaing it out. Is that a term? We're
Number
gonna
one
make it.
palette.
It is
We're gonna
now.
yeah, patinaing. That's what
Yeah.
we're doing right now.
There you go.
Rocking
Discussing
out
something
patina
good.
out.
All right. So let me bring up the image here, and we are talking today about the Patina Anniversary. Cigars de Toro 6x52 comes out of the Noxa factory in Nicaragua. Wrapper is Connecticut broadleaf. Binder is from Mexican San Andres. Filler is from the United States and Nicaragua. It is blended by Mo Mali. Price point is $20, and the cigar was released in April of 2023. So with all that out of the way, Jiunn, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
It was delicious. This is probably so for Connecticut broadleaf, I have an affinity for like good Connecticut broadleaf. I've come to really enjoy the last couple of years, but like this one definitely stands out above the other ones that's been released for the last few years as well, I thought. It's just it kind of gives you everything that you look for, right? It's like it's really rich, like medium plus body, so it's got a lot of good viscosity to it. Like when you retrohale it, it even had this like really nice like Mexican hot chocolate sensation to it. It's just so rich in flavor, and the great thing is it kept like that for the entire cigar, which can't say the same for most cigars that we review.
All right, Seth, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I'd agree that I think it's really great broadleaf. I might just disagree. I'm not gonna get any negative or critique anything Jiunn said because we're gonna stay positive on this one because that's what I loved it.
Just
I thought
move on. Okay, next,
it was a
John, what
great
did you think?
broadleaf. It was really good flavors, rich earth. I mean, Jiunn described it. It's just a really great broadleaf. I thought of John actually when I probably smoked this whole cigar. That may seem weird, but yeah, I thought of John the whole time. Great smoke.
All right, John, what were your thoughts?
Listen, man, it's cigar of the year. What do you guys want from me? Okay.
We got a lot of year left. We got a
I'm
lot of
just
year
kidding.
left.
It's good, man. Like, we talk about we've given a lot of flack about sort of one puff reviews or like 1 inch reviews. This is one of those cigars where you light up and you're like, oh man, is this gonna deliver? Because it's like it starts out so good, and you're like, please be there, and then it's there. And Jim was kind of talking about like, it's just got so much flavor on the palate, and it just carries through the entire review experience. It's kind of checks all those boxes for broadleaf. It's got leather, it's got chocolate, it's got spices. It's got a little bit of tannic wood to offset the sweetness. Consistent profile. It doesn't spike. Like, you don't get these big spikes of spices blowing out your nasal if you're retrohaling. It's just good. And the only negative thing I could say is I wish I would have had a 5 pack because I would have lit up another one after I smoked the first one. And hey, look, it's an affordable anniversary cigar that burns perfect and draws perfect. Is such a thing even possible anymore? Apparently it is. Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, for me, the cigar started with a detailed toasted cedar, some baking spice, and light mustiness. I got some earth that joined in pretty quickly. Second, third saw the baking spice transition to black pepper and kind of took on that creamy component a little bit later. Then the final third saw the black pepper drop the creamy component, and it became a little bit sharp at the end. I thought the cigar had a really nice flavor profile for those first 2/3. Kind of dropped a level in that final third as that creaminess dropped out. Yeah, really nice anniversary release, as you guys mentioned. You know, it's a brand that doesn't have a lot of new releases. So when something comes out, it's pretty exciting for the brand. Price point's high, but like not crazy like some other anniversary releases.
I'd
you know.
argue on the price. I'd
Yeah,
argue on
yeah,
the price being high.
yeah. I
I'd say
mean,
it is. I'd say it isn't.
right?
It's
Yeah,
Relative to his other offerings, it's actually probably
it's
cheaper
high
than it
compared
should
to
be.
his other stuff. So
Yeah.
that's kind of
Okay,
where
I'll
I
give you that.
would view it. But
You're smarter than I am.
yeah, I mean, I'd come back to this from time to time if I could still get my hands on it. It's it's an enjoyable experience. So why wouldn't you? So. All right. Let's get into the scores. We are going to start out at the top with Jiunn and Seth. Both gave it a 7.52. John gave it a 7.17. I gave it a 6.72. So Jiunn had that 7.52 matchup for you.
Jiunn, you want the left nut or the right nut?
Dude, I'll take both,
Love it.
Lick them, suck them both. Okay. Anyways. It matched great. I mean, it's it's funny. So most cigar reviews that I do, after maybe like the initial first third, I'm like, gotta sit with this motherfucker for another hour or so, right? You get bored, you're like, whatever. Life's not too bad. I'm having a cigar, right? But for this, I kept thinking, man, this is good. This is still good. And when I actually, let it go on the ashtray, I thought this was good the whole time. This was such a pleasant experience. So I'm not sure like how much blending involvement Mo has in his, cigars, but I mean, at a minimum, he sure as hell picked a really good one.
Yep. All right, Seth, how about you? 7.52.
Listen, Mo deserves credit because I think he probably has. I mean, it's a broadleaf that's really up there with some of Nick's great broadleafs, Pete's great broadleafs. What did I say? Nick Pete. I think Rainier when he had his really good HVC broadleaf, like really good broadleafs. I think this Mo's really falls into that category. It's really fantastic. I think it's Knox's. I don't know if it's their only broadleaf. I was trying to remember the last time Knox had a broadleaf. And like, if this is your first broadleaf, I mean, it's better than a lot of other people's. I mean, it's all gone now. It's a really good stick. It's one of those broadleafs where I don't know. I look at the generation of us and like John, and when you smoke a really good broadleaf, it's like, yeah, this is something Surgeon would really like. It has that really rich, awesome flavor profile from beginning to end, and anyone who likes that would love this cigar.
All right, John, 7.17.
Yeah, it matches up well. I'm happy that with Connecticut broadleaf becoming rarer and rarer, that it's being utilized here to its fullest potential. I do wonder though, Mo, now you're gonna have to follow this blockbuster up with something, so the pressure's gonna be on. It's the Martin Scorsese problem. It's like you put out a great film.
Take 2 years off, man. Don't do anything for 2 years.
You're gonna have to have some ayahuasca. You're gonna have to go on a retreat. You're gonna have to center yourself. Walk in the desert and find the next tobacco. But
don't do broadleaf for a while either.
Don't do broadleaf for a while. But yeah, it matches up well. We don't often see a lot of cigars anymore breaching that 7 mark. So when it does, it goes without saying that if you haven't already put in an order for these, you should immediately find your local store that you can get these at and do it, because you're going to be pretty sad if you wait and they're all gone and you're like, oh, I'm watching this video and the cigar seemed really good, but I didn't order it, so I guess I'll never know. Aaron, what about you?
Yep.
Can we ask Mo just to privately let us know how many boxes of these he has like held back? I'd be curious to know. If I don't know who's really close with him, but
How do you even like? It's hard for most people to tell our viewers where to buy them, right? It's hard to find these Patina in general, right?
Atlantic Cigar Company, box of 10, $179.95, which is a fucking fantastic deal.
That's
sold out.
Oh, he's selling at Atlanta. Oh,
dude, it's box of 10 sold out. Singles sold out.
Yeah. My 6 point. Oh, good. I'm gonna finish my score.
No, you go.
My 6.72 matches up well. I mean, good flavor profile to those first 2/3. Final third fell off a bit. Really good construction. So, Yeah, it's probably my highest score this year so far.
6.72 from Aaron. Shut up, people. Buy it.
Yeah, so
Shut up.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing. I only get scores for cigars that you can't buy anymore. So that's
Six-
the way I figured it out. So
Yeah, you
6.72
do.
from Aaron. Buy it.
yep.
If you see it
Yep.
on the shelf right now, if you're watching this, you see it, you're like, hey, I saw that. Aaron gave it 6.72. Buy it.
Yep.
Fact.
All right. Final thoughts from you guys.
Buy it. Aaron gave it a 6.72. Fact.
Yep.
Buy it.
Bye.
I would also probably say if you haven't tried Patina ever since they moved to NAC, I think he only does NACSA stuff now, right?
Yeah.
Stuff that comes out of NACSA. I would say try all of them out. Like they're all actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So
6.72.
but yeah, the cigars
by Aaron.
awesome.
Buy it. Fact.
All right. Wherever you're catching this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and check out the full written review on the website, developmentpalates.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, so iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.
Rock out with your patina out.